Thank you. I now call on Alex Salmond.
Mr. Ferguson, I've actually taken the opportunity over the last few days to reread all of the speeches, nomination speeches for First Minister. We have actually had a lot of them because of the changes in Parliament, the changes in First Minister. But absolutely the best, and indeed the briefest, it was the speech from Donald Dewar in 1999, far better than the speech I made that day. And the reason it was the briefest and the best is because he refused to rehash the election battle and talked about the future of Scotland. And I want to embrace that approach today. Every party leader entered the campaign looking for overwhelming support for their mandate. That is the stuff of politics, making an argument based on conviction and seeking a mandate from the people to implement that manifesto. And at one level, of course, the election has indeed delivered a historic change. This is the first election that the Labour Party have lost for 50 years in Scotland. And it's the only election that the SNP have won in terms of the popular vote. But this is not Westminster. This Parliament is a proportional Parliament. It is a Parliament of minorities, where no one party rules without compromise or concession. The SNP believe that we have the moral authority to govern, but we have no arbitrary authority over this Parliament. The Parliament we won, in which the Scottish Government will rely on the merits of its legislation, not on the might of a parliamentary majority. The Parliament will be about compromise and concession, about intelligent debate and mature discussion. And that's no accident. It is actually, if we look back, precisely the kind of Parliament that the Consultative Steering Group, the founding fathers of this place, envisaged. In Section 2 in the Key Principles, in a committee that was chaired by Henry McLeish, later First Minister, it said the Scottish Parliament should embody and reflect the sharing of power between the people of Scotland, the legislators, and the Scottish Executive. So in some ways, this Parliament, the Parliament we have today, is more typical of Scotland than those which have gone before. And more importantly, although it may not be what any of us had planned, this Parliament has been delivered by the people. And our overwhelming responsibility is to work together in the people's interest. The days of Scottish Government imposing its will on the Parliament are behind us. Although I dare say there might be days in the near future when I come to lament their passing. My commitment, therefore, today is to reach out across the parties to try and build a majority, issue by issue, on the things that matter to the people of Scotland. I'll do so through necessity, certainly, but also through a genuine belief that this is the right and the best way to govern Scotland. No politician, however new, however experienced, can fail to be moved by the immense privilege of national leadership. Each and every member of Parliament who took the oath last week took an oath to share in that leadership and in that responsibility. What I ask for today is the support of this Parliament to begin a new chapter in Scottish democracy, in Scotland's story.
Thank you. Thank you. I now call on Nicholas Stephen.